Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Aaron Parker, and I'm here with a very special guest, good longtime friend of mine. We've known each other for like over 20 years. Carlos Aponte Jr. is with us. Hello, sir.
Hello.
Awesome. Well, I'm just going to go ahead and get started. I know we're going to have a lot of people watching the recording of this training / webinar / presentation. We're super excited that you are here. Do me a favor, do yourself a favor, get rid of any distractions. Hit pause if you need to really quick because this is on YouTube. Make sure that you're able to maybe take some notes and really watch everything that you're about to learn, because this is a very exciting topic that we're going to be discussing. As you can see on the screen, we're going to be sharing with you a recession-proof skill that is going to allow for you to create a passive income, get paid daily without recruiting. Okay. So for some of you, like, your ears just perked up. You're like, what? I can get paid daily? A recession-proof skill, and I don't have to recruit anyone to make money? Yes, that is exactly what we're going to be talking about on this video. I do want to just quickly give you guys a quick call to action. For those of you that are already affiliates with MDC, be sure to share this video with your team, because this is going to be something everyone on your team is definitely going to want to watch. So get the link, the same link that you got to watch this, share it with them. Same thing with the recording of this video, which I just want to give everyone a heads up. We do have a very special offer for those of you that are watching in the month of January. So very time sensitive, and the recording of this may not be available past the month of January. So be sure to get this out. And if there are some guests that are watching, it's possible that somebody sent this video to you and said, hey, look, you've got to just jump on here, watch this quick video to learn about this opportunity. Please be sure, as soon as we're done, that you get back to that person, whoever it was. They're going to be able to send you a link and give you access to take the next step to get started. So with that being said, Carlos, are you ready, my friend?
I'm ready to go.
Awesome. So I just want to let everyone know, for everyone who's watching, Carlos is an expert trader. For those of you that don't know anything about trading, let me just, and this is going to be a good little interview that we're doing, because I'm someone who doesn't really know very much. And so I'm going to be actually interviewing Carlos and asking him some questions that are going to be very basic, to make sure that everyone out there understands what in the heck is Akashx, what does this mean, how does this work, and how can we all make money together. So first of all, I want everyone to know that Akashx is a trading platform. So what is trading, right? The most basic thing, has everyone on here has probably heard of like trading stocks in the stock market. Well, Akashx is similar, but also very different. So Carlos, what would you say to the brand new person who's never done trading before? Like, what are we talking about? What is trading?
Well, trading is where, similar to the stocks, right? Most people that have invested in stocks, they buy stocks and they sell a stock. That is trading. What Akashx is doing is we're bringing to the world market the best educational curriculum out there, and not just for crypto, but for Forex, binary, indices, commodities, and also stocks. So for those of you who want to learn these skills, the old way to learn it is to go to school, right? Now you can plug into this curriculum through Akashx, and you can learn from the very best how to become a trader and trade any one of these markets.
I love it. So as you guys can see on the screen here, we're talking about you're going to be able to get access, okay? And we've got a very special offer for you guys as well. You're going to learn from 15 or more documented expert traders. These are people like Carlos, who has years of track record, years of success making money doing this already. So it's not like, does this really work? Okay. It does work. People are actually making millions of dollars out there. Let me put a little disclaimer, right? No income guarantees. but people are documented making a lot of money doing this already. You're going to have a chance to learn from the best of the best. Carlos is actually one of the hand-selected expert traders that is going to be one of the educators within the brand new Akashx platform. And with Akashx, you're going to learn live how to trade and how to make money from anywhere in the world. So, Carlos, you just talked about trading. For those that have heard of things like this before, right? Quick question. Let's see here. Hold on, let me back up. Okay, so what makes these markets different from each other? Okay, so the markets that you just mentioned, right? You mentioned crypto, you mentioned Forex, and some other one.
Yep.
What makes these different? And are people going to learn how to trade on all of them? Do they have to trade on all of them, or can they just pick one?
Correct. And that's actually a great question. When a trader comes into the Akashx, or somebody wants to learn about trading, they're going to come into Akashx and they're going to start to familiarize themselves with trading as a whole. Now, there's a lot of things that you can trade out there in the world market. You can trade Forex. So what is Forex? Forex is where you're trading currencies, right? And it's about an $8 trillion, daily is traded, right? So it's huge. Currencies means that you're trading the US dollar against the Japanese yen, or the pound against the Canadian dollar, so on and so forth. So you're trading currencies. Then you have binary, right? So binary options is where you're trading currencies, but you're trading for the currency to go up or to go down, and it's really fast. So for those people that want to learn how to trade and make quick money quick, right, or fast money in and out, binary options might be something that they might want to learn. Then you have, let's just say, indices. Indices is where you're trading the S&P 500. You're trading the NASDAQs. So you're trading bundles, right, within the Forex market. If you go to crypto, you're trading Bitcoin, Ethereum, and you're trading those type of pairs. And if you go to indices or commodities, you're trading gold, silver, nickel, commodities, basically. Now, what ends up happening is that I'm a crypto trader. I'm a crypto investor, and I also invest and trade NFTs, which is the t-shirt I got is an NFT t-shirt. So you're also going to learn how to trade cryptos and NFTs as well. Now, you're going to find that special thing that you're going to fall in love with. Like for some, it might be Forex. They might, go through the curriculum, resonate with a couple of the traders. It just makes sense for them. They get it, and it comes naturally. And if it comes naturally, then go for it. That's your calling. You could become a trader in that space. And I always say, could you trade them all? You could trade them all, right? But it's always best to sharpen your skill in one particular area. I chose over the last 6 years to be a crypto expert and to educate myself in the crypto space and trade crypto and everything that crypto has to offer. That's where I dedicated myself to. Whereas some of the educators here, which is so cool, we got people that only trade indices. We got educators that only trade, gold and silver. We got educators that only trade Forex. Then you got some major players that have made millions that only trade binary options. So within Akashx, you can learn them all. But I think that everybody, once you go through the curriculum, you're going to find that thing that's going to just fit right with you. And you're going to say, I'm going to do this. I'm going to master this. I'm going to learn this. And you're going to stay focused on that one thing.
I love that. So for those of you that have never done this before, okay, and I have crypto, but my strategy, just so everyone knows, the only thing I've ever done is I've bought and I've held. I'm a buy and hold guy. I've never done trading before. So I'm going to be learning all of this with all of you. And I'm excited to see the results that we're going to get. I just want to speak to those who have never done trading before, like me. What would you say to that person who is maybe scared, maybe overwhelmed? They're like, oh, this is going to be like going back to school, learning something new, trading on the stock market. Whoa, this sounds crazy. Like, when they become a member of Akashx, how simple is it going to be for them to follow the steps in the academy to learn how to do this?
Well, it's going to take some work, right? And the work is going to take time for you to go through the curriculum. Now, one of the good things that we've outlined, and Josh is an expert, he wanted to make sure that it was so simple for somebody who was completely clueless, a novice to the space. So through the academy, we have beginners lessons, advanced lessons, expert lessons. Now, these are already pre-recorded. In addition to that, all of the educators already created a course of 10 videos. So each educator has their own curriculum in addition to the curriculum that I just mentioned, where you'll be able to go through all of that. Now, when we do these live sessions that will be starting tomorrow, we're going to make sure that we are speaking to the people that have never traded. I mean, most people have never traded before in their lives. Most people that are traders went to Harvard, Yale, Wharton School of Business, invested hundreds of thousands of dollars, 20 years of education, and they're still learning every single day to become, the best of the best, those guys you see in Wall Street on CNBC. Right? So we're going to make sure that we can teach people step by step how to become a trader and do it from beginner to end. So it's going to be simple. We're going to make sure we handhold you across the board. Another thing, when it comes to cryptocurrency, that's going to be, you mentioned it. As far as crypto goes, there's a lot of ways to make money with crypto. So for those of you who say, you know what, I don't want to trade, I don't like trading. Aaron said that he held crypto. Most of the richest people in the crypto space and even in the stock market made their fortune by doing just that, buying and holding, because trading is extremely risky. It's extremely risky. And the reason why it's extremely risky is not because you don't go through the tutorials, you don't go through the videos. Emotion plays a major factor here. And you're going to be learning a lot of the mindset and the emotions, right? And a lot of times, once people learn a certain skill or strategy in trading, they let their emotions get to them. They get so confident. They go all in on a trade and they end up losing it all. And we want to make sure that people do not go through that. So we're going to make sure that we take you through baby steps, teach you the emotional side of it, teach you the risk, how to manage that risk. So that way you could grow your portfolio, and everybody's portfolio and strategy is going to be completely different, right? I'm 47 years old. So the things that I do today is a little more conservative than a 20-year-old or a 21-year-old that can take a bigger risk, lose it all, and come back again, right? At my age, where you got homes and you got real estate and you got all of these other expenses and families and children, you got to be a little more conservative. So you're going to get that from my education, where I'm a little more of a conservative trader. So for everybody who's in the mid-age here, I'm a conservative trader and I take that seriously. I want to make sure that we can make better returns than we make at the bank, but I want to do it the safest way possible. So we're going to make sure we explain all of the risks associated with every particular trade. And to top it off, Aaron, I think one of the things that I didn't mention and a lot of people don't know is that we're going to show you how to research. This is key, how to do your own research. Because at the end of the day, we want you to make money every single day and be able to do it by going through this curriculum. And then after you go through it, you get so good that you can do it and write your own paycheck every day of the week without us. See, this is where it gets important. There's a lot of scams out there, and especially in the crypto and Forex space. And the scams go a little something like this. Give me your Bitcoin and you will earn 2% a day. And they will say something nuts like commodities and mining and all of this stuff. We don't play that here in Akashx. That's one thing that we want to make sure that you learn these skills so that you can do this all on your own. And you don't need to give your hard-earned money to somebody else that you don't know where they're even at to try to do this for you. So the education is going to be top of the line. It's going to go from beginner all the way through to expert. And we're also going to make sure that we teach you the mindsets, the risks, everything that's involved within the space. But I know that a lot of you are going to learn this. A lot of you are going to master this. And a lot of you might fall in love with something different than somebody else. It's just the way it is. But it's going to be awesome. But the scam part is so sad, because this is such a great profession of direct sales, but most of the scams happen in the direct sales space.
Yeah, and I'm glad you brought that up. I wasn't even going to mention this, but since you did, I do want to just quickly touch on this just one more time very quickly. I have personally known people who have been involved in crypto scams that are now in trouble with the government, people getting arrested, people having, just getting in a lot of trouble. And are there people that are still today promoting network marketing, MLM, crypto scams? And the answer is yes. The answer is they keep popping up. They've been happening for years. A lot of them have been shut down. You've heard of things maybe like USI Tech and BitConnect. There's been a lot of big ones. And there's still a lot. And they're coming and they're going. They get shut down. People make a lot of money, and a lot of people lose a lot of money. They never last. These crypto scams, the biggest indicator, if you're wondering, well, how do I know? How do I know if it's a scam? If they're going to essentially guarantee that you're going to get paid a return on your investment every month or every day, you're in a scam. Carlos, what else would you say on that, just to give people a warning?
Yeah. So another warning is, if somebody says, give me your Bitcoin and I will give you an X% of percentage every single day compounded, that is more than likely a scam. All around the world, it's illegal. You cannot take people's money and guarantee them any return on a daily basis. It just can't happen. That's already one of the flags. Another flag is when they come up with some fake crypto coin that nobody heard of before. And they say this coin is going to do X, Y, and Z, right? Or it's gonna, help with commodities or something crazy like this. But then you can't find that coin on any of the real exchanges. It's not on Coinbase. It's not on Binance. It's not on any of the exchanges. That is another flag. To launch a real cryptocurrency blockchain, it takes some really brilliant minds, MIT graduates, some of the best computer scientists in the world, some of the best in mathematics. So a network marketer that's a good network marketer and a good marketer out there cannot just come up with a brilliant blockchain technology. That's another one. When you see a lot of these top leaders that come and go to other companies and now they create their own coin, that's usually not a real deal.
Well, and a lot of them might have found someone. They're like, I know this guy. He's in Dubai, and he's got a new coin, and you're going to get filthy rich. Sure. And some people do, and a lot of people lose, and it goes out of business. It's not real. It's a scam. Yeah. What we have with Akashx is nothing like that. This is putting you in control. This is a real platform that's going to teach you step by step. So one of the things that you mentioned, and I just want to just piggyback on this, you talked about one of the most important things, and I have some friends of mine that say this is one of the key components. So what would you say one more time on this about the importance of the mindset and the emotion, like you said, that, somebody could follow all the strategies, but if the emotions are not in check and the mindset's not correct, it can get a little challenging. So is this something that we address and help people with inside of the Akashx membership?
We do. So not only do we address it, there's video lessons on mindset, there's video lessons on risk tolerance, there's video lessons on emotion, plus on the live sessions, each of the educators will be talking about the same exact thing. So they're going to make sure that you understand the risk. They're going to make sure that you understand the emotional side to this, right? And we don't want you to gamble. I mean, that's the bottom line. This is not gambling. This is a real career. Like, if you educate yourself within this space, you literally could write your own paycheck any day of the week, living anywhere you want in the world. It's not gambling. And I think that once you understand that, and you understand this is not gambling, you're going to learn, you're going to educate yourself. And what we are bringing to the world is the best education. And here's the best thing about that education. And I want you guys to write this one down. As you educate yourself within Akashx and you learn all of these strategies and techniques, and you learn about all of these different markets, nobody could ever take that education away from you. Period. It's your education forever. Forever. You can pass this education on to your children. You can teach them what they're not learning in school. Financial literacy is a big problem. If you can learn how to understand the financial markets, you will set yourself up. And if you can pay that forward to your children, to your family members, you can change the legacy and the trajectory of your family forever. That is what we're bringing. Education. Education is key. It's missing out there. The lottery mentality is running wild. We want to make sure we bring it differently in Akashx. Education. We're going to teach you, and we're going to show you how to eat for yourself.
I love it. Guys, listen, I want everyone to know we're going to be breaking down for you the actual membership here in just a minute. I've got a few more questions for Carlos. And actually, for those that are on live or even the replay, if you have questions, feel free to drop a quick comment. Sharon wants to know, how long does it take to go through the courses? I know that there's different levels of courses, so some of them might be quick. And really, I might be correct in saying that it's an ongoing process. You're not just going to go through all of them and be done, right? But I think maybe it's how long does it take to go through the courses before you start trading? Maybe that. What would you say to this question?
Yeah. So as far as the time frame goes, everybody got different time schedules. You'll be able to go through the curriculums, based on your time schedule fairly quickly. There's some videos that are 30 minutes long. There's some videos that are an hour long. But then in addition to that, you want to learn by applying, right? So you want to learn by applying. So I think that when you first come into the community and you start going through the curriculum, then you will learn even more with the live sessions and taking those initial trades. And believe it or not, a lot of people learn the most when they take a loss of a trade, right? You learn the mistake that you made. Maybe you got too excited and you say, wow, you know what? I should have never took that trade because I was a little bit excited. And that is another great way to learn, right? Trial and error. And we're going to make sure that we teach you all of those things so that you minimize the risk, you minimize the losses. But a lot of times we learn the best by taking action and, winning some and also losing some.
I love that.
You can start right away. Yeah.
So question came in from Bob, and this is a great question. Somebody wants to know, Carlos, how do we learn from you? Where do we get your trades? And that's a great question, because guess what? The answer is right here inside of the Akashx platform. And I want to just take a quick second, everyone, give a huge congrats to Carlos, because this just shows the level of experience and expertise that he has to be hand selected by Josh to be one of the educators within the platform. You can see here that we have live training sessions that are going to be happening every single day. They actually start tomorrow. And you can see Carlos Aponte Jr. is right here on the schedule. So you're going to get access to learn directly from Carlos. Yep. And Carlos, what would you say for those? I just want everyone to know, and I forgot to do this at the beginning, what is your experience level? How long? I know you've made a ton of money doing trading, but how long have you been doing this, and how valuable is it for people to be able to learn directly, not only from all these other traders, but from you specifically?
Yeah, well, that's a great question. I actually got involved in the cryptocurrency space in 2016. So 2016, I got involved, kind of stumbled across it. I was reading some financial magazines, and one article came in, and it said the next Bitcoin killer. And I read this whole article, and it was funny because at the end it talked about Ethereum in this whole article. And I didn't know much about it other than I did buy a little Bitcoin. And when it said the Bitcoin killer, I said, wow, Ethereum, let me look into this. It was $7 a coin, somewhere around there. And I invested $2,100. And a few months later, it was 300 grand. $2,100. I mean, it was amazing. So what happened was I looked at that. I said, whoa, this is real. I need to figure out how this happened. And I just dove right in. I started going to events. I started educating myself, reaching out to the experts. I started reading the books from the best of the best. And I just went all in. And I've been all in for over 6 years. Yep. So that's how I started.
I love it. I love it. So yeah, guys, those of you that want to learn directly from Carlos, I know that some people don't have a lot of time and they just want to know, like, okay, Carlos, tell me what to do. When they become an Akashx member, correct me if I'm wrong, but they're going to get the exact steps from you inside of their Akashx membership on what to do. Is that correct?
That is correct. So as soon as you join, like for those of you who joined today, right, and take advantage of that promotion that we have, you will be able to plug in and go through the trainings today. Just go to the Educator Academy. You can click on my name and start going through the training videos immediately, like as soon as we get off on this. Now, tomorrow you can plug in to my live session. Now, one thing that I'm going to do throughout this whole entire, through all of my live sessions is we're going to come up with a different strategy every single lesson that we teach. Every time you hop on a call, we want to make sure that you learn something new, right? And besides learning something new, one thing that I need you to understand is that with crypto, unlike with Forex and binaries and all of those others, there's a lot of different ways to make money, not just trading. So I'm going to make sure that you learn multiple ways that you could make money. Let's say you're busy, you don't have time to trade. I'm going to show you different ways that you can cash in the crypto space. So for example, one simple one, you mentioned that you're a holder, Aaron. Most people are holders, but what ends up happening is that they hold the crypto and they just hold it and they don't earn any interest. They don't earn any yield on that. I'm going to show you decentralized banking strategies. We call this DeFi, where you could earn up to 20% annual rate of return by holding a crypto long term. Now, I want you to think about that. Imagine you can learn a particular strategy where you could earn some interest, right? But the crypto is low. So imagine earning interest while the crypto is high. So for those of you who are taking down notes, I want you to write this down. The rule of 72. It's a financial rule, really simple. You take the interest rate and you divide it by the annual, or you take 72 divided by the interest annual rate. So in this case, let's just say 20. That's 3.5 years. So that means your money will double every 3.5 years. So if you had $1,000 in a crypto earning 20% return, that $1,000 turns into $2,000. But here's where it gets really cool with crypto. That financial rule applies to currencies. When it comes to crypto, imagine it not only doubles, but it increases in value. This is the power of that. In addition to that particular strategy, imagine being able to borrow money against those holdings without ever selling your crypto. We've heard of OPM, other people's money. In real estate, people buy houses, no money down. Imagine being able to have crypto, earning interest, and say, you know what, I got 30 grand in interest, I'm in crypto. I don't want to sell it because I think it's going to go higher. Let me borrow 5 G's. And you can borrow 5 G's against that. Now take those 5 G's and invest it in something else. That 5 G's turns into 8 G's. Come back, pay the 5 G's. You make $3,000 free and clear. These are the strategies that you're going to be learning. Now, that is called DeFi. A lot of people are just going to love doing DeFi. They don't want to do trading. That is something that you're going to learn. So I just want to show you there's going to be different ways and different methods to how to cash in with the crypto space. And we want to make sure that we teach you all different, multiple streams of ways that you could earn income within crypto. So that way you can find that special place that you're going to want to become an expert in. Yeah.
Love it.
But
Love it.
I just thought I shared that little one. I think a lot of people love that one, especially in these times.
I love it. And we're going to take some questions at the end for those of you that are on live. So if you have questions, you can drop them. We're going to do all the questions at the end so we can get through the rest of this. There are other platforms out there, right? There's other platforms that cost, thousands of dollars. Some might be similar in price, but what would you say to anyone watching this that is wanting to know, like, what makes Akashx different or better from similar educational platforms out there?
Well, I tell you, for the price point, I believe we bring in more value for the price point, right? Compared to other schools that are out there. A lot of the other schools that are out there might be just Forex. They're not diversified the way we are across the board. Some of them might have Forex and crypto, but they usually $300, $500, $1,000 on a monthly basis. So it's super expensive. What separates us, if I can talk about the direct sales space, Akashx, My Daily Choice, Akashx is a brand under this amazing company, right? My Daily Choice. A lot of these financial companies, or they go out of business, right? These other Forex companies. The reason why they go out of business is because they grow so fast, they can't sustain themselves. So here we have My Daily Choice, a company that's doing, let's just say 30, 35 million. Don't quote me on the exact number, but it's up there, right? $500 million a year, give or take. So we have a solid infrastructure. Josh is so smart that he decided to launch this now. He could afford to launch this now. He has the infrastructure in place. He has the legal teams in place. He has everything in place and owns his own technology. A lot of these companies, they don't own the technology. So now they launch the company. They have no experience in the direct sales space. They have to outsource the technology to another, tech company to do all of their back office, all of the websites, all of the, live streaming platforms. That whole thing can cost a pretty penny, and they grow themselves out of the business. And we've seen this happen time and time again in this space. So we have a company that's rock solid, that's not going to go out of business, and a company that can sustain the growth that a financial, platform like this is going to bring. When you look at financial services, we're talking about globally $111 trillion, right? We're talking about astronomical numbers. This is the biggest markets in the world. People want to learn this from all around the world. So imagine tapping in just a small percentage of that we're going to bring into Akashx. The company needs to be able to sustain it. So we can. This is really important. If you're going to put in your time, money, and energy into learning something, and you want to build this as a business, and you want the best education, you're going to get the best education here. But rest assured that we're not going out of business. Rest assured that, we're going to make sure that we protect the house with the best education. We're not going to go out there and do anything foolish to jeopardize anything. We are doing it right from the very beginning. And other companies, I can't speak for them all, but most of them are not. That's why they go out of business. We are at the right place at the right time, and we can do this right better than anybody else right now because we own it all. As a company, My Daily Choice has it all.
Woo! I love it. Guys, I'm going to go to the website. I want to break down the website for you really quick, give you some details about the membership, and stay on, because for a very limited time at the end, I'm going to share with you how you can save $600. All right. This is a big deal. Very special promotion. So let's go ahead and take a look. This website that I just pulled up, this is the corporate site. So just so everyone is aware, anyone can access this. If you just go to mydailychoice.com and you go to brands and click on Akashx. This is the brand new Akashx brand page, and you also have your own unique link, which we're not going to go into now. You can get it from your back office. You can actually send people directly to this page so they can join with you. But this is giving you a little sneak peek of the Akashx membership. We've got different academies. So I'm going to just kind of go through each one of these, and Carlos, just fire away and give everyone the quick version of each one of these. So first, talk about the Academy. Over 200 videos in here inside of the three different levels of Academy.
Yeah. So through the Academy, you're going to get beginners education, advanced education, and expert education. In addition, let's say there's 15 educators. Each one got their own course. So each course is 10. So if there's 15 educators, that's an additional 150 training videos, 10 for each educator. In addition to this beginners, advanced, and expert training. So you get all of that all immediately right now.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Next is the live sessions. This is where you're going to get literally hands-on live training sessions from the educators like Carlos. What can you say about this?
Yeah, I think that the live sessions is going to be key, right? You could ask questions. It's going to be interaction. Like you just said, it's going to be hand-holding. We want to make sure that we can take you from beginner all the way through and also show you how you put in that trade. I want you to see me take a trade. How do I actually take the trade? How do I take profit on that trade? How do I transfer that money to my bank? You need to learn all of these things. And you're gonna be able to see that live on those sessions. In addition, sometimes something might happen in the news that we will discuss in those live sessions, and a trade might appear that we didn't know until we was on a live session. And this happens all the time. You guys hop on, and next thing you know, we get an alert on the phone that somebody's speaking on CNBC talking about something, and we can take advantage of that and make some money. And that you will be able to see it as it's happening on these live sessions. So it's going to be a lot, and it's going to be fun.
Nice. Are you actually going to be doing trades on, like, live trading on any of these sessions?
Oh, yeah, definitely. So when a trade does appear, I will take the trade.
Nice.
I will definitely take the trade. And
that's going to be exciting.
Show you how I take the trade. Same thing with if I see an opportunity in a NFT, I will take that. I will purchase that NFT live, and you can see how I did it. And the reasoning behind that. Another thing that I'm going to do is, how do I do the research? So in addition to just buying the coin, let's say I'm taking that a particular trade. I want you to always ask yourself, why did he take that trade? We want to make sure that you could answer that question so that you see the same thing that I saw before I took that trade, right? I want you to know that. Same thing when we're investing in some type of NFT. Why did I buy that NFT? I'm going to show you and explain that to you and point you in all of the right directions where you can do the research. Do the research of the artist, do the research of their platform, do the research of what they're bringing to the table. What else are they offering? So that you can see it all, and then also dig deeper and research everybody behind the actual project. See, a lot of times people lose because they don't do any research. We want to make sure that we do that research. So on these sessions, I will always do research, and you will see how I'm doing it. I will show you the sites that I'm using for that research, so that way you can start doing that yourself. Live. Wow. That's going to be live. And that's priceless, that part right there.
Nice. All right. So talk about trade alerts. What does this mean?
Oh, this is cool. So here's how trade alerts work. Whenever an educator sees a trade, they're going to push it through the trade alert, and you will get alerted on your app. Now, once you get alerted on your app, you can go ahead and take that trade. That alert will not just be an alert to buy a Forex or a crypto. It will lay it all out. So for example, if I put out an alert to buy Bitcoin USD, I will say buy Bitcoin USD. It's going to say go long on it or go short on it. Short means that we're going to sell it. We think it's going to go down. In addition, it's going to have a description. It's going to have the timestamp. Why is the timestamp important? If you're at work and I took the trade at 9 a.m. and you didn't see the trade until 11:30 a.m., that trade might be voided. You might have missed out on that opportunity, and that's okay. We don't want you to take that trade, right? And we're going to discuss this with those times. When crypto and Forex is volatile. So when we put out a trade, you could have missed it already if you saw it late. So that's going to be explained. There's also a rating scale of 5 stars. If it's a 1 star, the trade is extremely risky. If it's in the middle, the trade is a little more conservative. If it's all the way at the top 5 stars, that pretty much means that we're going to hit this, right? And the reason why this is important is because based on your risk tolerance, everybody's risk tolerance is completely different. Again, my son, 25 years old, He might take a crazier risk than I will. He will go for that 1 star because he's trying to hit 100% return. Me personally, I wouldn't take that trade. You might fall under the same category where you wouldn't take the trade. But these trade alerts are going to be detailed. It's going to tell you the time, the trade, what kind of a trade it is. It's going to tell you the strategy of the trade. There's going to be a description and also a star scale that gives you an idea of how risky that trade is for you to take it.
Nice. All right. So next up, we got community chat. Anything on this?
Yeah. So the community chat is cool. This is Josh coming up with more value. Basically, it's everybody involved. Once you're an Akashx subscriber and a student, you can participate in the community chat. If you want to trade, you can say, hey, look, I just took this trade. Or if you saw something for yourself, let's say that you looked at the charts and you saw something really good, and you can say, hey, you know what? I just saw this. I'm actually taking this trade. And you can put that out there, and we will all be able to communicate. If you have questions, you'll be able to communicate live across the board with everybody. Yep.
Nice. Very cool. What about these tools that it talks about down here? Lots of tools.
Yeah, the tools are great. So with the tools, you're going to have charts. You're going to have profit calculators. You're going to, in the Forex space, they have PIP calculators. You're going to have compounding interest calculators. You're going to have market research tools that notifies you in real time of what is going on in a particular market. So that way you know about it in advance. All of that is available in the tools section, and plus a couple of others. But I mean, you can already see it with the ones that I just mentioned. They're pretty cool.
Nice. All right, so let's talk about the pricing. Now, everyone needs to really pay attention here. Before we talk about the pricing, there's a special, very special, time-sensitive offer on the table for those of you that are here in the month of January, okay? This video will probably be deleted at the end of the month. So if you're watching this, it's still the month of January, and you have a chance to save $600 right now. So anyone who is a member of Akashx, if you're already a member and you're paying your $149, you are grandfathered in at the $149 per month price. Anyone who joins this month as an Akashx member for $149, you are also going to be grandfathered in at this $149 price. Now, this is a monthly, month-to-month, so you can cancel at any time. But to keep this $149 rate locked in, you'll need to pay this every month. If you ever cancel and then you decide to rejoin, you're going to pay the new rate, which starts February 1st, which is $199 per month. You can see all of the different things here on the screen as far as, let me see if I can try to make this a little bit bigger here. We got all of the things. You'll be able to see all of these on the website, all the stuff that you get. Carlos pretty much walked you through all of those. But a big question that I have, Carlos, whether it's $149 or it's $199, the question is, what about someone who says, man, that seems, it seems kind of expensive, I mean, I would first say to anyone, like, look, you got to just try it out, because I believe that when you start to implement what you're learning from Carlos and the other experts, you could make one trade. Maybe I'm wrong, so correct me, but you could make trades, maybe multiple trades during the week, during the month, and you could easily make much more than what your membership is costing from doing the trading. And I think that's kind of the goal here. But what would you say on that? And also to someone who just maybe doesn't understand really how cheap this price is. Carlos, talk to us.
Yeah, well, at this price, it's extremely cheap. It's the cheapest I've seen at $149. So definitely take advantage of it. I want you to think of the Akashx tuition, $149. That is tuition in your education. For those of you who went to school, for those of you who went to college, for those of you who got your bachelor's or master's, you know how expensive it is to go back to school. By going through our academy, it's like going back to school, and you're going to be learning a priceless skill set. Priceless. You can write your own paycheck every single day of the week. Once you apply these skill sets, you can, I mean, literally be making money. I can't talk about the type of income that you could make, right? Because everybody's different. But you're right. I think you could make this in 30 minutes. You could, you can make it in 5 minutes with a binary trade, right? So super cheap, and the type of money that could be made, and you're going to see it within the community. But there are people making millions of dollars in the Forex space. There's people making millions of dollars in the binary space, millions in crypto, and it is all possible. It is all doable for 149. This is extremely cheap. And I mentioned this in the beginning. When people go to school to become traders, some of them go to the best business schools in the world. We're talking about the Wharton School of Business, right? We're talking about Yale. We're talking about Harvard. We're talking about, I mean, you name the Ivy League schools. Some of the best traders go to those schools. I want you to think about how much it costs to go to those schools. All right. Here's $149 a month. You get to learn from beginner, advanced, all the way to expert. You get live sessions. You can make money every single day on your own. And what we mean by make money every single day on your own, we're not saying give us your Bitcoin and we're gonna give you X, Y, and Z return. No, we're gonna show you how to do this stuff on your own. Take a trade and have the money in your bank. Your money in your bank, instant, right? This is your stuff. You're going to learn those type of strategies. And $149 a month is also a tax deduction in education. So, I mean, it's practically free. So it's super cheap. Take advantage of it. You do not want to miss out. I mean, yesterday I caught a trade and I made 27% on that trade. You know, I'm not talking the crazy numbers here, but 27% on that trade. That same trade that I still have open, it's up 47% today. I want you to think about that. That was one trade. That is what's possible here. This type of money, this is nothing. Some of the educators that you're going to see will knock that out, and you'll see thousands being made on the trade.
I love it. So, I know that for those that are hesitant, that are, nervous about all of this, what would you say to them? Somebody wants to know, well, how much money do I need to be investing or trading with? Can I start with $100, or does it need to be $1,000? And, just, I guess, easing the nervousness of a brand new person, knowing that if you want to be very conservative and start really small, you can. And then once you start to understand more and you feel more comfortable with it, you can do more. But the goal, of course, is for you to be able to trade, applying what you are learning with Akashx, and to make more each month than your membership. And I would say it's safe to say that would be fairly easy to do, because I know that people are making, doing trading right now. People, I know we can't talk about money, but we'll just say that in the trading world, people make hundreds of dollars per day in profit doing trading. And so making that in a month would probably be fairly simple to do. Carlos, what would be your thoughts on that?
I agree. I think that'll be fairly simple to do. So yeah, as far as this shouldn't be a problem as far as the monthly subscription goes. And I think that right now with the timing in place and what people are going to learn, you'll be able to, quickly generate this type of income. How much money do you need? Now, here's one reason that I fell in love with crypto. Crypto accepts everybody with open arms, right? Just like direct sales, it accepts everybody with open arms. But here's what I mean by that. If somebody is, strapped for cash on Section 8, on welfare, wants to change their life, lives in a, trailer park, lives in a third world country, lives in Central America in a really bad environment, and you only got $50, you can do this. You can trade with $5, $10, $20, right? It doesn't matter. The same thing with Forex. You can Open up an account, couple of dollars. You don't need a lot of money to actually start trading. Another cool thing is that a lot of these exchanges allow you to trade with paper money. This is important, right? Before you start investing with your real money, learn with paper money. Paper money, right? Practice, right? The monopoly money. You'll be able to do this on both sides, on crypto side and on the Forex side, and also on the binary options side. You could open up your account. You don't need to fund it with real money. You can start paper trading. We call it paper trading. So you don't need a lot of money. I hope that answered the question. Somebody that only has $500 can do this. Somebody who only has $100 can do this. And the education is key. And once you learn this, you're going to know when you're going to be ready to take, bigger trades. And we're going to take those baby steps, right? First goal, let's make $25 a day. Right? Imagine making one trade, make $25 a day. I'm going to show you a little compounding secret on the live sessions that you don't need to make a huge return every single day. You just got to be consistent with that return. So once you get good at making 25, then you get good at making 50 a day. Then you get good at making 100 a day. And think about it, 100 a day is $3,000. 50 a day is 1,500. Right? That's big money. You add that to what you already bring home, that's serious income, right? And now you get better from there. 200 a day. 300 a day is $100,000.
Whoa!
Okay? 300 a day is $100,000. There's going to be people that just join Akashx. They don't do anything with the business. They just go through the training and they trade, and you're going to see them make 6 and 7 figures. And all they did was come in here for this excellent community and education that we're going to provide. And wow, it's going to change people's lives. This is the only product under the umbrella that we have in My Daily Choice that you do not need to build the business. You just got to learn the skills and trade and invest, and you can score a big time, big time. And you're going to see a lot of that happening in the next few months. And we got to take advantage right now, because a lot of people are going to be looking for a platform like this that's solid as a rock. A lot of platforms that are out there are on quicksand right now. And education might be good, but they're on quicksand, and those leaders know it. So they're going to be looking for a home that has solid infrastructure, that has good bones. And we have that here with My Daily Choice. We have a little bit of everything. Josh said in one of our corporate trainings, when we was going over the platform, he said, nobody else has travel and trade. We're the only ones. Think about that. Nice. Travel and trade.
Travel and trade.
We have a amazing trading, or amazing travel program where we have all of these savings, and now we have trading. You can travel the world and trade from your phone. Travel and trade.
I love that.
So, I'm going to make the t-shirt.
Nice. I want to buy one. Let me know when I can get one. For somebody who's super part, I'm going to just fire some questions at you so you can just kind of rapid fire some quick responses. For someone who's super busy, right? They're already working 10 hours a day at their job. They don't have time to trade every day. Do they need to be trading every day? Can it just be something they do, literally just once a week for an hour or two per week? What would you say on that?
Yeah. So there's different type of trading strategies, right? You can be a day trader, you can be a scalp trader, and you can be a swing trader. I'm more of a swing trader. So to answer that question, a swing trader will take a trade and hold on to that trade for a week, for a month, for 2 months. That's what I do. I'd rather buy a good trade setup and give it time for it to play out. That's swing trading. So if you're busy, don't have a lot of time, you want to take one trade a month, swing trading is the best approach for you. You can do it with one trade. I know people in the space that have crushed it with one trade every month.
Nice. Very cool. All right. So question from a beginner here is, where do you trade? So somebody they were like, well, am I trading within Akashx? But Akashx is just the education platform. So where are the trades actually happening?
Yeah. So this is one of those legal questions that we need to be extremely careful with. As a company, we do not want to brand ourselves as a company that's affiliated with other exchanges. Okay. We don't want to do that at all, right? My Daily Choice, a great umbrella company with a lot of these brands, Akashx is that brand. Depending on what country you live on or live in, you can use different exchanges. I like using regulated exchanges. All right. When you go through our training and our curriculum, for every trader, the educators are going to have this question will be answered in those live trainings. There's different exchanges that you could use. I use regulated exchanges. Example would be, say, Coinbase for a trade. They've been around the block. They're insured. They're in the United States. It connects to your bank account. You can withdraw directly into your bank account in 1 second. I like that. On the Forex side, people on the Forex side will share with you what they're using, why they use it, and so on and so forth. Every country is also different, meaning if I live in the United States, I can use an exchange. Somebody lives in Australia, they can't use that exchange because it might not be available. It might not be licensed and regulated there. So every country is going to be, every person, depending on your country, will be using different exchanges, right? And mostly, we want to leave it into your hands to do your research. We will show you how to do the research so that way you choose the best broker on the Forex side, the best exchange on the crypto side. Okay.
I love it. Here's a great question from Bob. And that is, once I buy Akashx, so you're now an Akashx member, do I still need to pay for your recommendations? And this is a great question, guys. When you go to the website, you're going to notice that you have everything included.
Everything included.
Carlos, talk to us. This is why the value is so big, because they could be charging a lot more for this.
There's companies out there that just do trade alerts, and they will charge you $500 for 3 trade alerts on a monthly basis, guys. Some even more. This is all included. Once you pay your tuition, you get all of this value. Everything is included, all of the extras, all of the extra, stuff that's not even mentioned here that you might hear or learn on a live session. You get it all for that one fee every month, for that one tuition fee.
Love it.
Nobody's doing that. Everybody else is charging a la carte for everything.
I love it. I love it. All right. So here's another question for the beginner. What if the economy crashes? I know Michael was in the chat here, and he said that during the pandemic, he was still cashing in, doing his trading, making a full-time income. So exactly. How is it that when the economy's crashing, you're still making money doing trades?
Yeah, it's recession proof. So what people don't know is that you can take a trade for it to go down, right? You can short the market. So if the economy is going down, you're playing that trend. You're going down with the market and making money while it's going down. See, a lot of people don't understand that. And most retail investors will never be able to do that because they don't know how to trade. They don't have a trading account, so they can just buy, say, Bitcoin. If it starts going down on them, they can't quickly turn it around for a short trade. They can't do it. So if the economy is going down, that's good. We will still be able to cash in on that particular trade. And a lot of the wealth that's created, for decades, have been created during down economies. If you look at the crash of 2008 in real estate, a lot of people scooped up properties at dirt cheap, right? A lot of people scored, right? This happens across the board through every financial sector. When the economy is down, people are making millions upon millions of dollars, so we can make money, good or bad. And you will learn all of those different strategies.
I love it. I love it. All right. Well, those are all the questions, guys. If you have any other questions, feel free to drop those in the comments on the recording of this. Be sure to drop a like on this video. If you got some value, drop a comment as well. Share this video with your team. If you have any prospects who want to learn what you just learned, share this video with them. And for the guests who are watching, be sure to get back to the person who shared this with you. They will give you access to their website so that you can become an Akashx member. And remember, for this month only, the month of January, you can lock in and save $50 a month. That's $600 for the year. It's month to month. But once you get in there and you start making money using this membership, you are never going to want to be without it. And like Carlos said, it's a tax write-off, the whole thing. So that's a huge benefit as well. Oh, I have another little bonus here. I confirmed with Josh. This membership is also included with loyalty rewards. So that means that when you are purchasing your membership each month, you're actually going to be getting free product with My Daily Choice in the form of loyalty rewards. Wow. So just another little bonus for you guys. Be sure to get locked in. Don't miss this opportunity. I mean, guys, listen, worst case, you get in now for $149 in January. You start using it. And if you're like, hey, this isn't for me, then you can just cancel it, right? Cancel it next month. But make sure you make a valiant, real effort. When you get your membership in January, you are locked in. This is a grandfathered price. You're saving $50 every month for the life of your membership. This will never happen again. So not only do you want to make sure that you get this, but you want to share this video with everyone you know who would also like to learn how they can cash in with a recession-proof skill where they can get paid daily without having to recruit anyone, just from implementing this incredible skill with Akashx. So, Carlos, I want to just turn over to you for any final words of encouragement, any advice for everyone out there who's watching.
Yeah, I mean, the best advice is to get started. Take advantage of this 149. It's going to be one of the best investments in your entire career. This education is priceless. It's something, like I mentioned, you can pass on to your children. Once you learn this skill, you literally could write your own paycheck every single day of the week. This is not going away. Crypto's here to stay. Forex here to stay. Binary options are here to stay. Stocks are here to stay. This is available worldwide. Everybody around the world wants to learn it. Why not you? Why not now? Take advantage of it. It's only $149, and we're here to handhold you every step of the way. So guys, let's rock and roll. Let's make this thing happen. 2023 is your year, but you got to choose, right? Choices and consequences. Make the choice to get started right now and reap the rewards, man. Let's do it.
Carlos, thank you so much for your time. I appreciate you so much. I can't leave without answering this one last question. They want to know, what is the volume? So on the 149, the volume is 100 in business volume. So that is 100 in volume that the person who is ordering that will be for their personal order for the month, 100 in BV, which makes you executive and will keep you at the rank of executive or above, 1K and above. And that's 100 in volume that also will flow through the organization as well. So if you're referring people who get this membership, that's 100 in volume that you're getting for each of these Akashx members that you either personally refer or anyone in your team. So great question. Carlos, thank you for your time, my friend. You're awesome. Can't wait to be learning from you inside of the Akashx membership.
Guys, I can't wait to see each and every one of you live tomorrow. Make sure you plug into my sessions. I'm here to help you every step of the way.